Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to our final match of the night. We have from Bolivia, Brenda Laime, and Mexico's own Montse Mejia. Their opponents in tonight's matchup is Valeria Centellas and Carla Munoz. Laime and Mejia are 4-0 together all time on the LPRT Tour. Centellas and Munoz entering the tournament 3-4, now 4-4, as they won their first round matchup. Our head official for this evening's match is Troy Wargon. Line judges on the left, we have Lexi York. On the right, Frederic Lambert. To serve first, Centellas. Front left in the white and purple. Good bullet of a serve by her. Centellas now shooting. Laime pick up off the back wall. Munoz to shoot. Mejia's there. The slice comes up just a little short. Centellas, that walking drive serve, patented from her. Laime goes up top. Centellas shooting. Mejia's there. Almost hits her own partner. Then Centellas misses both, but also misses the front wall. 2-0. Centellas, another good serve. Set up for Munoz. Jumping Jordan-esque like. She hits that one. Centellas wants a replay. She'll get it. 2-0. Centellas. Drive left. Comes up just short. Still on the first server of the game. High lob, left side. Backhand of Laime, brings it down. Laime shooting again. Up goes Centellas. Set up Mejia. Rifles one into the front left corner, and Carla Munoz was all over it, but just unable to get it back to the front wall. Zero serving two. Laime's drive comes up short. Laime and Mejia both in the black tops. Centellas very close to encroachment, uncalled, goes up top. Mejia wants to shoot, she gets aggressive, leaves it up. Speed of Mejia, able to cut that ball off, and Centellas just unable to get it back to the front wall. One-two now, Centellas flirting with encroachment again. Just staying out of that zone. Laime now set up off the back wall, goes wide for Munoz. Centellas was all over it in the center of the court, just skips it in. Drive from Laime, comes up short again. Laime, high nick lob, misses the side wall, but still turns out to be good. Munoz now swinging, now Laime, set up off the back wall for Centellas. Mejia thought about swinging at that one, left it. Not sure if that was a little miscommunication between her and her partner. She does normally play with Alexandra Herrera. Up top, Centellas shoots, Mejia now with the backhand. Mejia again, this time with a forehand. Centellas a good track down. Mejia rifles one. Set up front of the court over the head of Munoz. Three-two now, half lob to the right-hand side. Laime goes up top, Centellas as well. Who will shoot first? It'll be Brenda Laime. Centellas to Mejia. Centellas back up top, this time to Laime. Shooting off the back wall. Munoz clears out Mejia. Mejia able to get there. Mejia again up top. This time Centellas will have her chance, but she goes to the ceiling. Laime shooting, missing. Centellas unable to get there. Or if she did, it did not make the front wall. Mejia rifles one. Centellas, good pickup off the back wall. Laime now shooting. Now it's Munoz. Mejia up top. Munoz up top. Laime's chance. Centellas a good get. Laime more and more aggressive, creeping more and more to the center of the court. Mejia's there. Tries a little trick shot, misses, but Munoz skips it. 5 serving 2. Early lead for Laime and Mejia. Munoz. Shot went right to Mejia, and Mejia put it where Munoz had left. Now it's 6-2, no timeout yet for Centellas or Munoz. High nick to the forehand of Munoz. Great serve. Laime calls off Mejia. A rocket off the forehand of Brenda Laime. Forehand pinch winner. That time a little sped up half lob to the forehand of Munoz. Centellas now, Laime. And a body shot from Laime to Centellas. Timeout taken by Valeria Centellas. We'll take 1-2. Don't go anywhere, ladies and gentlemen. We'll be back 1 minute, the LPRT. Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. Time back in. 8-2. Laime and Mejia lead. Mejia with the high lob to the forehand of Brenda Laime. The good old double pass normally only works at your hometown club against the senior citizens. That time it worked against Bolivia's Brenda Laime. Centellas, the drive serve, and a crack ace right there for Valeria Centellas. Centellas, another drive. That one comes up just short. High nick lob to the backhand of Laime. She goes up top. Centellas wanted to shoot, can't. Mejia will. Munoz will. Laime resets up top. Centellas shooting to Laime. Laime down the line. She now shuffles to the back of the court to get the ceiling ball by Centellas. Now Munoz, and the soft touch by Montse Mejia. Showing a little bit of the Mejia magic she lacked earlier in the game against Paola Longoria. Now bringing out in doubles. Good wrap serve. Great get by Carla Munoz. Laime goes up top. Set up Centellas. Laime up top again. Centellas shooting but missing. Munoz encouraging her partner to continue to shoot. Drive serve by Brenda Laime. Munoz, good sliding get and a great get in the backcourt by Montse Mejia. Up top goes Munoz. Up top, forced Laime. Centellas gonna shoot. Mejia was there, tongue out like Mike, but that shot didn't look anything what Michael Jordan would have hit if he was playing racquetball. It's skipped. Side out. And a side out there off a thundering forehand by Carla Munoz. Walking drive by Centellas ends up being a screen. It'll be a second serve now from Valeria Centellas. High Nick lob. It's a good lob. Good ceiling ball by Laime. Centellas now an opportunity. Mejia controlling center court. Half out the call. Three serving 8. Laime cranks that one with her forehand, not letting it give fits to the partner, Mejia. High lob by Laime. Centellas shoots. Mejia stays aggressive. Centellas and Mejia exchanging blows. A good get by Mejia, but chooses the wrong wall to hit it to. She's got to get back to the front wall, not the side wall. High lob to the forehand of Munoz. Now Centellas, her chance. Laime there, but it cracks out. So 2 rounds of serving for Laime and Mejia. No points in the last 2. Drive serve comes up just short. High lob off the side wall. Centellas wants to shoot. Half out, skip ball. Munoz now going to try her hand at a drive serve. Try to jam Mejia. It does. Mejia, good hands to get there, but it's going to be a setup. Center court for Centellas. She gets it past the left side of Laime. 4 serving 8. Centellas and Munoz put up their defenses since their timeout. Munoz now to shoot. Mejia's there, covering. Diving get by Munoz. Sliding get by Laime. Up top goes Mejia. Up top goes Centellas as well. Laime's now going to shoot. Centellas off the back wall. Hop, skip, and a jump from Mejia to get out of the way. And it goes in way of Centellas and Munoz. 5 serving 8. That drive serve nailed her partner, Valeria Centellas, but she was in the box, so they'll get a second serve. 5-8 the call by head referee Troy Wargon. That one comes off the side wall. Around the world goes Centellas. Mejia looking to get aggressive. Munoz is there. Mejia off the back wall. Centellas is going to shoot. Mejia could not get there. Good get by Montse Mejia, deemed the line judges, so it'll be a replay. 5-8. Great serve right there by Carla Munoz. Turns around and shoots it, does Centellas. Better shot by Montse Mejia. High lob to the backhand of Centellas. Laime and Mejia trying to score some points here since the early timeout by Centellas and Munoz. They've yet to score any since that point. Munoz shooting. Laime a little confused at what that ball did on the side wall and was unable to pick it up. We're at 8 serving 5. Laime gets it back to the front wall that time. Mejia just looks back at the back wall, disappointed being called off from the ball by her partner. Play continues. Laime's there. Centellas goes up top. Laime shooting. Munoz tried to go behind the back, but Centellas got it before she could. 9 serving 5. Drive serve by Mejia down that right-hand side, comes up short. Troy Wargon telling the crowd to quiet down a little bit during the serve. Players having trouble hearing the score. We do not have a PA system here. We do have the very loud and animated Troy Wargon who makes up for that. Centellas sends it up. Laime shooting and skips it in. So in the past 3 rounds of service for Laime and Mejia, they've only managed to come up with 1 point. Centellas and Munoz going to try to claw back into this one. Great serve by Centellas. She's going to take this one down the middle. So Carla Munoz is arguing that that ball hit the crack in the door and came straight down. I tend to agree with her, but I don't know if the line judges will see it. They did, so it'll be a court hinder replay. So they appealed the court hinder on the door. Don't have any designated or automatic court hinders here, but the doors do have a considerable gap around them, causing weird bounces to happen from time to time. We've seen a couple today on this court. Be a second serve now from Centellas. 5 serving 9. And now a body shot from Laime to Munoz. That one nailed her. For those of you choosing to watch the LPRT tour over college football, we do appreciate your support. Remember, you can stream us on your phones, on your secondary TV. Don't have to pick one over the other, but you also don't have to pick. They're going to call a skip. Monse is going to yell at Troy. They're going to appeal it. Disagree, so justice prevails in the end. But also don't forget, you do have a couple other tournaments happening this weekend of note. John Pelham Memorial Classic out in Portland, Oregon. Make sure to tune into them when we're not on the air. World Team Racquetball is out there. Kane Walsalenchuk, Sudsy Monchik. Localized in the state of Florida, you have the last splat. Kevin DeMarco, Brendan Anthony at that tournament. Big shout out to Kevin DeMarco for putting on a great tournament there. Brendan Anthony providing all your streaming services in the state of Florida, allowing everyone to watch that one on Facebook as well. We're going to get back to the action on the court here. Laime and Mejia finally finding a way to get some points. Laime fully sprawled out, but was able to get that ball. That time Mejia goes up top. Centellas tries to go up top, but leaves a setup for a miscommunicated team in Mejia and Laime, and they get away with it. So Carla Munoz appealed that the ball touched Brenda Laime, which would lead to a half out. One line judge disagreed with Wargon's call. One didn't see it, so it'll be a replay. 11-5. Laime and Mejia gaining some momentum here, getting towards the late stages of game number 1, and that'll be a big momentum boost right there. See if a timeout comes from Centellas and Munoz. It does. We'll take 1-2. Don't go anywhere. We'll be back in 1 minute. The LPRT live. Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, to the action on the court. No timeouts remaining for Valeria Centellas and Carla Munoz. Score is 12, serving 5. Great serve right there by Brenda Laime. Set up off the back wall now for Mejia and Laime, who both wanted it. Laime taking it in center court. Munoz now shooting. Laime a good get. Centellas to shoot, skips it in, splinters into the floor. 13 serving 5. Z serve, pick up by Centellas. Cute hands by Montse Mejia, and it gets the job done. Another drive Z. Centellas wants to tee off on it. She does, and unable to get there. That's the game. Valeria Centellas and Carla Munoz come out on the losing end of that one. Laime and Mejia take game 1, 15-5. Don't go anywhere. We'll be back in 2 minutes, the LPRT Network.
Engaging, professionally organized and run. Awards banquet every tournament. Get involved today. Join us online or on Facebook.
Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. The action on the court. 0-0 for the start of game 2. Centellas and Munoz definitely have some adjustments to make if they want to take this one into a tiebreaker. It's all Laime and Mejia here. No call by Troy Wargon. I like that call by him. That ball seemed to crack out. Munoz knows that they're not going to get that appeal. Mejia just asking to confirm the score. We're at 1 serving 0. Short serve by Laime. High lob, Nick. Laime takes it down the line that time. Laime is there again. That one just skips in. Zero serving one. Centellas that time taking it. Now Munoz sliding on a knee will take that one. All tied up at one apiece. Centellas, the walking drive. Laime is able to get it back to the ceiling. Centellas fires another. Munoz leaves it for Centellas. Mejia's all over it, but it was two bounces either way. Drive by Centellas. Up top goes Munoz, and that one goes out of play. Two serving one, Centellas and Munoz up early in this one. Short serve right there from Carla Munoz. Would have been an ace surely if it was good. Good shot called. I tend to agree with Troy Wargon there. Sidewall, front wall. Laime, Z-serve, leaves it off the back wall and tattoos Brenda Laime, half out. Last time I checked, racquetball clubs weren't called parlors, but seems like we're in a tattoo parlor right now with that shot from Centellas. Munoz gonna rifle one off the back wall. Mejia's there. Centellas wants it again, and she will be awarded it. High lob, Nick to the forehand of Munoz. Mejia's there. Mejia's there again, but just pops it up to center field. Munoz was covering, and Mejia ended up covering up front. 2-2, all knotted. Another high Nick, this one better than the last. Munoz shoots and then covers where Mejia hit. Laime up top, Centellas and Munoz trying to take the same ball. This time it's clear it's Munoz's. Laime shooting from above her head. Centellas slices that one to the ceiling. Munoz asking if Centellas had it coming around. She said she did, but to keep swinging. Mejia up top, high Nick lob and a skip by Munoz. See if a timeout comes from them. Not yet, still early in game two. High lob, Nick, not coming off the back wall. Those are good serves by Montse Mejia. Centellas controlling center, but Laime is going to try to put it past Centellas. Five serving two, point the call, no appeal coming from Centellas or Munoz. Skip right there from Valeria Centellas. High lob, that time not a Nick, it's a setup for Munoz. Up top goes Laime, set up for Munoz, but so a side out called by Troy Wargon. He did not call a hinder. Montse Mejia wants a hinder. Call stands, appeal used. I would have liked to see a replay right there myself. I'm up in the box though, the opinion doesn't matter. Centellas in the box. Serving, Munoz, a setup on the right-hand side. Mejia's shooting, now Centellas, Laime's there. Munoz off the back wall. Mejia jumping out of the way of that one. Centellas this time, taking it and hitting Monse Mejia. Off the front wall to Mejia. Counts as a point for Centellas and Munoz. We're at 3 serving 6. Good drive serve by Centellas, and Laime nails Centellas. Call stands, or excuse me, call overturned, no appeal used. Original call was a replay, gets overturned to a penalty hinder. Drive serve by Munoz, great drive Z. Mejia forced to go off the back wall. Great shot right there by Carla Munoz. Four serving 6. Laime takes that one. Gives Valeria Centellas a buzz cut on the way by, but Munoz was all over it. The crowd getting behind Munoz and Centellas. Another drive serve that jams the returners. Up top forced Laime. Now up top goes Munoz. Laime is going to shoot. Centellas is there. Mejia all over it. Carla Munoz a diving attempt, but unable to come up with it. Drive Z that time from Laime. Mejia maybe tried to be a little bit too cute with that one, and it leads to a half out. It's now her serve. 6-5. Munoz cuts it off. Laime tried to be a little bit like Mejia right there, having soft hands into the front wall. Drive serve was short that time by Centellas. It'll be a second serve. High Nick lob to the backhand of Laime. Mejia missed it, and Laime was there but held up, not wanting to hit her own partner. Now we're at 6-6. That serve cracked out to the forehand of Brenda Laime, and Centellas, not covering the line, gave it up to Laime. Drive Z to the forehand of Monse Mejia, but that's such a good Z, there's nothing she can do with it. Another drive serve here from Carla Munoz. That time, Monse stepping up, cutting it off. Laime now shooting, forehand pinch, winner. 6 serving 7 now. Laime, a drive serve, that one long. Around the world. Up top goes Mejia. Centellas shooting, and great hands up front by Monse Mejia. Short serve right there from Laime. Second serve upcoming. We're all knotted up at 7 apiece here in game 2. Mejia and Laime took game 1. Laime now shooting off the back wall. Munoz alligator armed that one. We are not in Alligator Alley or anywhere near the state of Florida. Leads to a point for Laime and Mejia. 8-7 now. Laime off the back wall. Up front now. She goes up top. Munoz's turn to shoot. She skips it in. Do we see a timeout coming? Two timeouts remaining. And a timeout called by Carla Munoz and Valeria Centellas. We'll take a timeout too. Don't go anywhere. We'll be back in 1 minute. The LPRT Network.
help my athletes and better prepare as a coach.
Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, to the LPRT Network. On the court before you, you have Brenda Laime, Montse Mejia in the front, in the black, in the back, in the white. You have Valeria Centellas, Carla Munoz, Laime and Mejia ahead by 2 in game 2. They took game 1, 15-5. Mejia bangs that one off the back wall. Centellas wants to shoot. She does. Mejia goes up top. Centellas shooting. Laime now to shoot. Good pickup by Centellas. She raises her hand, not sure for what. Mejia's going to shoot now. Centellas goes up top. Set up, right side. Booms it almost out of play. It somehow stays in. And it's a half out. Great shot right there by Carla Munoz, but better hands by Brenda Laime. Getting towards the closing part of game number 2 now. Laime and Mejia with a 3-point lead. Munoz cuts it off, and a great boast shot right there. Oh, excuse me, no, it skipped in. Thought it was a great boast shot by Montse Mejia. Apparently it skipped in. No argument from Mejia or Laime. Z serve, shot beautifully by Brenda Laime. Now a drive from Carla Munoz. It's a Z. Little excuse me swing that Montse Mejia was all over if it got there. Luckily for them, it didn't. And it's 10-7 first server. Drive by Laime. Up top goes Centellas. Mejia unable to get that one off the back wall. 10-7. Go all the way back around to Mejia. No damage done on either part. Munoz steps up, cuts it off. Centellas shooting now. She shuffles to the back of the court and goes up top. Laime shoots. Munoz up top. Laime shooting again. That time it's a skip. Centellas, drive serve, Munoz up top. Laime's taking this one, she goes up top. Centellas up top as well. Laime brings it down and Munoz skips it. Still no damage done. Munoz to serve. That ball hits Centellas. She was in the box. It'll be a second serve. It'll be a half lob to the forehand of Mejia. Chalks up, hits the side wall, and a great poke by Centellas down the line. Munoz, a drive serve. It's a good one. Set up, center of the court for Munoz. Munoz immediately says no on the replay call by Wargon, but Centellas says don't appeal, we aren't going to get it. So they don't. Drive serve by Munoz. Centellas bangs it off the back wall. Now Montse does the same. Great hands by Mejia in the front of the court. Laime is unable to get there. Back-to-back points for Centellas and Munoz. They are on their second server at 9-10. They're right in this second game. Drive serve, Munoz. Laime takes it with her forehand again. It'll be a setup off the back wall for Mejia, now for Centellas. Skip by Laime, still no timeout coming from Laime or Mejia. Short serve by Carla Munoz. Looks at her partner for confirmation. It is. Be a second serve from Munoz. Mejia most likely to step up and cut it off. She won't. That's a tough lob by Munoz. Mejia had to go to the ceiling. So does Centellas. Laime to shoot. Munoz is there. Laime back of the court shooting again. Centellas up top. Mejia now up top. Munoz wants to be aggressive. She will be. Laime tries to get it off the back wall. (11-10). Another point for Munoz and Centellas. That one a true Z serve by Munoz. Laime able to get there. Centellas shooting. Laime shooting. Who can put it away first? It is Brenda Laime. Laime and Mejia back in the box now, but down one. 10-11. Laime goes shooting and can't quite bury it. Mejia won it. Laime takes it. Laime will take another. Munoz just gets out of the way. A sliding get by Centellas. Laime that time passes it all the way around Centellas, and it was Laime versus the world on that one. Up top goes Centellas. Laime shooting. Carla Munoz off the back. Mejia goes up top. Centellas shooting. Off the back wall. Centellas shoots again. Now Laime. Mejia does her best job to get out of the way of that one. That's going to be tough. Around the world she goes. Munoz shoots. Now Mejia. Munoz unable to get there. Applause from the crowd. Timeout from Valeria Centellas and Carla Munoz. They're down one. Laime and Mejia lead 12-11. Don't go anywhere. We'll be back in a minute. The LPRT Network.
Hi, this is John Chris.
The mission of
Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. 12-11. Laime, the first server for her team, comes up short on that one. Second serve, high lob, Nick. Centellas goes up top. Laime goes up top. Munoz up top. Ceiling ball rally so far. Who will bring it down? Centellas now shooting. Laime set up. Centellas there. Mejia shooting, but Munoz got it. Not great body language by Mejia, but nonetheless, they're still in this rally. I don't know how that ball didn't hit Munoz. Munoz now going to shoot. Mejia off the back wall. Good shot right there by Mejia. 2 points away from victory is Laime and Mejia, but 2 points away from them is Centellas and Munoz. Laime shooting. Short. Second serve now from Laime. High lob, Nick. Centellas goes up top. Great shot by Brenda Laime right there, and it's match point number 1 for the Bolivian and Mexican. 14-11. Brenda Laime serving. Great serve. Centellas fires it right back at her, and she's unable to slice it into the front wall. High lob nick this time by Mejia. Forces Munoz to go up top. Laime shooting. Centellas can get there. Mejia wants this one. Forced to go up top. Centellas again. Shooting. Laime, little excuse me swing, and that's the game. Brenda Laime and Montse Mejia will take this one 15-5, 15-11. Congratulations. They will go on to face Erica Mania and Michelle Key in the finals tomorrow. We will have our singles final at 11 a.m. tomorrow, followed by the doubles final at noon Eastern Standard Time. Don't forget to tune in then. Your college football update for the evening. Number 1 Oregon up 20 over Penn State, who has 10. Thank you for tuning in to the LPRT Network. For Sam Schultz, Jay Josie, and TJ Mbama, we are signing off for this evening, and we'll see you tomorrow morning.